My topic name is the body cavities. Body cavities are essential spaces within the body that house and protect vital organs, enabling them to function efficiently. These cavities are large fluid-filled spaces that are partitioned by membranes and bones, each serving a specific purpose. The human body has two major cavities. First is the dorsal cavity and the second one is ventral cavity, both of which can be further subdivided. First, dorsal cavity. The dorsal cavity is located along the back posterior side of the body and is divided into the two smaller cavities. First is cranial cavity. The cavity is formed by the skull and encases the brain. The cranial cavity provides a rigid and protective environment for the brain, safeguarding it from external impacts and maintaining the conditions necessary for its function. Spinal, spinal or vertebral cavity extending from the cranial cavity down the entire length of the spinal column. This cavity encloses the spinal cord, the vertebra of the spinal column, protect the spinal cord, a crucial part of the nervous system that transmits signals between the brain and the rest of the body. Second cavity is the ventral cavity. The ventral cavity is located on the front anterior side of the body and is larger and more complex than the dorsal cavity. It is further divided into the types. Thoracic cavity. Thoracic cavity is situated above the diaphragm. The thoracic cavity contains the lungs, heart, esophagus, and major blood vessels like the aorta and vena cava. The thoracic cavity itself is subdivided into the parts. Pleural cavities. Each of these two cavities surrounds one of the lungs and is lined by the pleura, or double layer membrane that produces pleural fluid to reduce friction during breathing. Pericardial cavity. This central cavity surrounds the heart and is enclosed by the pericardium, a double wall sac that contains pericardial fluid. The fluid minimizes friction between the heart and surrounding structures. As the heart beats, mediastinum. The mediastinum is the space between the lungs that houses the heart, trachea, esophagus, and other vital structures. Abdominopelvic cavity. Below the diaphragm, the abdominopelvic cavity is the largest body cavity and is divided into the parts. Abdominal cavity. This upper portion contains the stomach, liver, pancreas, spleen, kidneys, intestines, and other digestive organs. It is lined by the peritoneum, a double layer membrane that provides a slippery surface for the organs to move against each other during digestion. Pelvic cavity. Pelvic cavity located beneath the abdominal cavity. The pelvic cavity houses the bladder, some reproductive organs such as the uterus in females, and the rectum. The boundaries of the pelvic cavity are formed by the bones of the pelvis, providing protection and structural support. Third one is minor body cavities. Besides the major cavities, there are several smaller cavities that includes the oral cavity. Oral cavity located within the mouth. It contains the tongue, teeth, and is the entry point for the digestive system. Nasal cavity. Nasal cavity is situated within the behind the nose. It is involved in the respiratory system and is lined with mucous membrane that filter and humidify the air we breathe. Thank you.